Professor Delbert? Fina Delbert? Fina. Delphina. I mean, it can't be, but it even looks like... Time is a mystery that keeps worlds apart and draws people together. When we say people share destiny, perhaps it's because they must work through their shared past.
Sleepwalking again, are we, Blair?
Oh, Mr. Manning, I can explain.
Can you? I'd love to hear an explanation of why she's half-dressed and you're practically foaming at the mouth. Wait a minute, that's not your nightgown, is it? That's...
Whose is it, Todd?
The idea of eternity is relative. Compared to a millennium, what is a century? Compared to a century, what is a decade? As we continue thusly, time becomes meaningless.
Tina, what on earth are you doing here? You're all in Mendora together? Sarah, my God, what happened to you? You all right?
Yeah, I'm fine now. Just glad to be home.
We all are.
Why? Did something bad happen?
It's a really long story. How much time do you have?
It is said time heals everything. But as time is infinite, healing may take more than what we know of as a lifetime.
Allegedly suffering from a multiple personality disorder, Victoria Buchanan imprisoned Dr. Dorian Lord in a secret room in the basement of her lavish home Landfair for over a month.
Inexplicable moments of deja vu might be explained as tiny windows into another plane of existence, another time. It is possible to open the window wider all the way and to step across into that other time.
Just how is it you think you can help me?
You're looking for Rex, right? I can help you find him.
Come on, how do I find the window to 2008? Well, that was quick.
Thanks a lot.
Sleep with Gigi?
Emma.
I never knew Emma. She's Gigi to me. I just want to know if it's over.
Oh, yeah, it's over.
I can't believe it. You actually slept with Gigi. Emma.
I didn't say that.
That's why you went over there.
Asa Buchanan, I am not through with you.
Oh, great. She's back for more.
I come all the way to this godforsaken town to tell you I love you, and you dump me.
Emma, just hold on.
You hold on. What kind of man dumps a woman 1 minute and then asks to sleep with her the next? You've got a hell of a nerve, Asa. Is Rex okay?
Yes and no.
Where is he?
That's complicated.
Just tell me where he is.
I will. For $50.
What can I get you?
The strongest stuff you've got. Straight up.
Getting drunk might only make things worse.
Who are you to hand out advice about the evils of drinking?
I'm sorry that guy I threw out of here broke your
Who
heart.
says he broke my heart?
I just got that feeling.
Adriana warned me. I should have listened.
How's she doing?
Rex found out she brought you here. How do you think she's doing?
They're still married, aren't they?
Living on different continents.
She's probably better off without him.
Who are you to say what's good for Adriana?
Excuse me?
You were supposed to come here and win over Gigi and be a great father to Shane. But what's the first thing you did? You got drunk and ended up with a naked woman in your hotel
Please
room.
keep your voice down.
You're just as bad as every other man.
I made some mistakes. Big ones. But that was before I got Gigi back in my life. Before I became a father to Shane. We're making this work. We have a future.
Oh, so you're Mr. Perfect now.
I didn't say that.
Look me in the eye and tell me you're not doing something sneaky behind Gigi's back.
Well, you're just a little hustler, aren't you? You must have overheard me trying to get in touch with Rex before. Order something or get out.
I'm still deciding. Maybe for now, just a glass of water. Oh, and Gigi?
How do you know my name?
Ask the sailor about the phone call that you missed.
What sailor?
No, wait, I got that wrong. Oh. Ask the officer about the phone call that you missed.
Look, lady, I don't know what your game is. The officer?
A secret room.
See? Now I figured out how to make your Auntie Natty and Jared pay. Go back in time.
Yes?
I'm Rocco from DeVito's Garage. I'm really sorry to come around so late, but it's kind of important. Could I speak to Mrs. Davidson?
She's out of town. What's so important?
It's about her accident. I know what caused it.
Vicky, did someone tell you we were coming in?
No, I'm flying out. Don't go anywhere. Just stay there, okay? Excuse me, honey. Antonio and Christian, I'm glad you're here. Your mother really needs you.
What happened?
Well, I'm sorry. Carlotta's fine, but there was a fire at the diner.
What?
And the damage is very extensive.
We gotta get to Mommy right away. Ed, can I borrow your cell phone?
Sarah, maybe you should go with them. I'm sure Christian's gonna need you.
You're not gonna disappear on me again, are you?
Absolutely not. I'm afraid you're stuck with me.
We gotta go. Vicky, thanks for letting us.
Sure.
Let's go.
I cannot believe that I run into you here after not having even heard from you for I don't even know how many years.
Vicky, there were so many times I wanted to get in touch with you, honestly, but then something would happen, one adventure after another.
Oh, I can imagine that. You all were involved in some sort of ordeal over there, weren't you?
Yeah, a nightmare is more like it. But you know, I've always been a survivor. I think it runs in the family.
Well, I won't argue that.
You know, Sarah was filling me in on everything that's happened to you the past few years, and I hope things have calmed down a little for you.
Yeah. If you call coming back from the dead calming down, yes.
What?
I was in a car accident, and for a brief time, I was actually dead.
What did you find out about the car?
If I can't speak to Mrs. Davidson, maybe I can talk to Natalie Buchanan. The car's registered in her name.
Well, I'm Natalie's sister, Jessica.
Yeah, well, if I could see Mrs. Buchanan and talk to her about what I found.
Look, I just told you that I'm her sister, okay? So could you just... I'm so sorry. It's been a stressful couple of days. You know, we almost lost our mother, and Natalie, she's not sleeping. And she feels totally responsible for the accident.
Your sister's not responsible for anything. Someone tried to kill her or Mrs. Davidson. When I leave here, I'm going straight to the police.
ABC's One Life to Live, brought to you by Head & Shoulders. Truly healthy hair starts at the scalp.
Oh my God! Please, come in. So, are you saying that my mother's accident wasn't really an accident?
I don't suspect it. I know it. Someone cut the brake lines.
My God, well, my mother said the brakes failed, but when that happened...
It always happens when there's no brake fluid. Whoever did this knew exactly what they were doing.
Oh,
All right, your mother said she borrowed the car on the spur of the moment, so someone must have been out to get your sister.
Oh, my God.
I just thought the family should know.
Well, thank you, Ricky.
Rocco.
Rocco, yes.
Well, I guess if I can't talk to Mrs. Davidson or her daughter, I'll go over to the police station.
No.
Why not?
Well, there's no reason to get the police involved.
This was attempted murder. Why wouldn't you want the police to know about that?
Why were you and Kane pretending to be Prince and Princess of Mendora in the first place?
Well, it seemed like a really good idea at the time, but you know what? Now that you're here, there's something I'd really like to talk to you about. Because you see, when we were kneeling there and they were about to lower the axe and we were going to get beheaded, well, then Kane, he just turned to me and he looked at me and he said, "I love you, Tina." And I said, I love you to Cord.
Cord.
That's what I said. I'm pretty sure that's why Kane parachuted out of the plane.
Kane, parachute. I'm not even going to ask about that one.
Yeah, that's a good idea. But, here I was. I thought I was going to die. And the man that I said I loved was Cord.
Just as you said Cord's name when you were marrying Max Holden.
Oh, please, don't remind me of that. Oh. But I think this is pretty significant, don't you?
So why do you think all these feelings are bubbling up now?
I think it's because of all the time I'm spending with Sarah. I mean, I see Cord so much in her. And the more time I spend with her, it's making me have feelings I haven't even had in ages. And, I mean, here I am. I was halfway across the world, running my own little monarchy, and I still could not get Cord out of my system.
I understand that.
I knew you would. I knew if there was anyone in the world that would understand, it would be you.
Flight 1855 to New York boards in 30 minutes.
Oh, that's my flight.
You going to New York?
Yes, then to London and Johannesburg.
You're doing all that alone?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Who are you running from?
No one.
Vicky? Come on, I'm your sister here. Tina?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and you're going to Africa all by yourself? Who's the guy?
Tina, I'm going to Africa to do work for the Heart Organization.
Alone?
Yes.
Okay. Well, like I've always said, who needs a man anyway?
Why would I know anything about that nightgown?
Maybe because you bought it?
Why are you wearing it then?
You have to ask this guy over here.
Whoa, she totally came on to me.
Oh, yeah, right. I came all the way over here and put this tent on to seduce your bodyguard.
Get out.
Look, when we ran into each other before, I guess I picked up one of your packages by mistake. I wanted to return it.
Mm-hmm. It's because you're so desperate to find out who that nightgown is for.
I just wanted to meet this lady and warn her about the man she's getting involved with.
This lady happens to know me better than you ever did.
Really? She knew all about you, Todd? She know why I kicked you out? Why you can't see your kids? Does she know all the horrible things that you did to me over the years? Like tell me that my son was dead? Does she know that? Does she know that you raped Marty Saybrook?
Could you hand me my bag? Did I miss any calls while I was taking orders?
Not that I know of.
I don't have any missed calls.
I guess it didn't ring then.
That's weird.
What?
All the calls that came in have been erased. I wonder who could have done that.
All right. You did miss a call.
From Rex.
Yeah, from Rex.
Damn it, Brody. Where was he? Exactly what did he say?
So you and Pa didn't...
Of course we didn't. Just because I'm a working girl doesn't mean I don't have a heart.
Just a minute.
Don't you just a minute me, Asa Buchanan. You think you can break my heart and then climb right back into my bed?
Well, I just couldn't get you out of my head.
So you leave your son sitting here while you come across the street for a quickie. What kind of sicko are you?
Pa was just thinking about the future.
Oh, really? Whose future?
Everyone's.
Well, I happen to know a little something about my future, and I know that it doesn't include ever sleeping with Asa Buchanan again.
No, you gotta sleep with him. It's a matter of life and death.
Mom!
Oh, my goodness. Thank goodness you're back. Oh.
I'm so sorry you weren't here, Mom.
Oh.
What happened? Was it electrical?
I don't know. I don't think they know. It started out here, not in the kitchen, but the fire department is still conducting their investigation.
They don't think someone burnt the place down, do they?
I don't know. I just thank God that nobody was here and got hurt.
How's Jamie?
Oh, she's good. She's good. Louisa's looking after her tonight, but she sure misses her daddy. You okay?
It's nothing.
Well, thank God you're back. Now, did your being gone have something to do with Antonio's case, the missing jewels?
Yeah, that's right. We were in Mendora.
And Sarah, you with him too? Why?
It turns out the crown princess of Mendora was my mother.
You're telling me that you don't need a man in your life.
Of course not. Besides, children give us so much more. I mean, now that I'm spending so much time with Sarah, maybe CJ will come back, and you have Jessica and, what's her name?
Natalie.
Right. So who needs a man?
Well, Sarah seems to be genuinely happy to have you back in her life.
I know she is. But oh, Vicky, when I saw her go off the falls and I thought I had lost her.
That's a terrifying, terrifying thought. Speaking of terrifying, Carlo Hesser managed to escape from prison?
Yep. With the help of that crooked police commissioner, the one who took Beau's job.
And then he tried to kill Sarah?
He said it was payback for Johnny D.
Nikki Smith killed Johnny D.
I know, that's what I said, that she did it.
You and Nikki Smith always had a very bizarre relationship. You covered for her. Well, she pretended to be me.
I didn't have a choice, all right? Besides, that is all in the past.
You know, it's funny, I had a dream about Nikki Smith the other night.
Must have been a bad dream.
I haven't thought about her in so long. But in this dream, it was as if she was trying to tell me something, and I really wish I knew what it was.
I'm sorry, Ricky. I didn't mean that. Rocco. Yes, of course. What I meant to say is that the police are already involved.
They are?
Yeah, of course. You know, there have been threats against my sister because of her involvement with the whole BE scandal, and we're dealing with a police detective, and he told us to keep this matter as quiet as possible.
Then I'll talk to him.
Well, no. You see, you can't, because the police station is crawling with reporters and stuff, and if you went down there, you know, they would jump all over this, and this would be all over the tabloids. And, you know, my sister is dealing with her own personal stuff right now, and I just think that if she woke up to a scandalous headline, then that might just push her over the edge.
I wouldn't want to do that.
No, none of us would. So why don't you make things easy and give this to me, and I'll make sure the detective gets it in the morning, okay?
So now you've got your son trying to get you laid.
No, wait a minute.
No, please, you need to understand what this is about.
It's about you trying to get me to sleep with him, right?
Well, yeah, we're not terrible people, really.
And how much lower would you have to sink to qualify?
Okay, we wouldn't act like this under normal circumstances.
Yeah, and believe me, these circumstances are about as normal as a blue-eyed bull.
I am so sorry you got caught up in the middle of this. Like I said, I don't expect you to begin to understand, but I'm being shipped off to Vietnam day after tomorrow.
And I'm really sorry about that. I think you'd be the one trying to get laid.
You'd think, wouldn't you?
I told you, Spencer's daddy's over there. They've got him flushing Viet Cong out of tunnels. You must be scared to death.
That about sums it up.
I'm sorry, but that still doesn't change anything between me and your pa. You were the one who told me to take better care of myself than Spencer, and you were right. So good luck, Bo. I pray for you to come back safe.
Thanks.
I got other prayers for you, Asa.
You told her to change her life?
She looks like Gigi. Her son looks like Shane. I love that kid. I don't want to see him grow up to be like Spencer Truman.
Yeah, but according to this book, we're not supposed to change the past.
I didn't know all that. You think that I want to get out of here? I'm 36 hours from Saigon, Bo.
Ashley, you're gonna fly into Cameron Bay. Let me tell you the truth. I looked in her eyes, all I could see was a little girl that was old enough to be my daughter, so I'm glad she said no.
We're changing history, Bo. Just by being ourselves. We're not gonna get back.
I didn't say that. Just got ideas right now.
Wait a minute. I got one.
Calm down. Boston didn't say anything important.
How do you know?
Because he wasn't making any sense. He's probably drunk.
Well, you would know all about that.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I would. I didn't want him upsetting you again.
That is not your call. Okay, and this is not your phone. I don't need you or anybody else making decisions for me.
I was trying to protect you.
From a phone call?
From getting hurt again. I care about you, Gigi. And we finally got something good going. I mean, we're taking care of Shane. He's happy. I didn't want that to get screwed up because you have a soft spot for a guy who married someone else.
It's not your decision. It's mine. All right. I'm warning you, lady. Your information better be good. Because I don't have $50 to spare. Now tell me, where is Rex?
One Life to Live will continue in a moment here on ABC.
Looks like Gigi wasn't too happy with you just now.
She'll get over it.
You're trying to do the same thing Vincent did. And you'll end up making the same mistake.
No way.
Vincent told me that he wanted to be a better person for me, and I believed him. But a better man wouldn't have cheated on me.
What's your point?
You really can't be a better person for someone else. You have to do it for yourself.
I warned Rex to stop his friend Bo, but I'm getting that he didn't. So, Bo must have taken that ride.
What ride?
The ride that took them back in time.
Back in time? I paid you $50 for that?
Look, I'm telling you the truth. I've had this psychic connection with a physics professor from the 60s. And it seems that a portal has opened in time, and somehow Bo and Rex have gone through it.
So Rex called me from the past.
You had communication with Rex?
Sort of. The connection was really bad, but I called him back.
And you spoke to him?
No, I got some guy named Chuck at the Buchanan Ranch in Texas. And he said that Rex couldn't have called me from his cell phone because it was with Chuck.
That's it. The cell phone. It has to be the conduit between the past and the present.
All right, I'm cutting your drinks off, even water. I want my money back, too.
Hamburger Hill.
We don't have that. We have a Roadie's burger.
Yeah, and I'll take that with bacon, cheddar, and fries, but that's not what I meant. Hamburger Hill is a place. Wait, and I'm getting some numbers. 8 and 6, which are my favorite numbers, by the way. And 1986. No, I don't think that's right.
You stink at this. You know, at least if you're going to con somebody out of $50, you could make up some kind of cover story that makes sense. Time travel? I'll get your food and then I never want to see you again, lady.
Oh, 1968. Well, why didn't you say that in the first place?
You have 50 cents for the payphone?
All you need really is a dime, but you can't call 2008 from a 1968 payphone.
I'm not planning to call 2008. I'm calling Professor Delbert Fina of the University of Austin.
Yes, the author of the book.
Yep. Delbert Fina. Delphina. Exactly. It's way too much of a coincidence. The picture even looks like her.
That's here. What's your call?
A dime. What a deal. University of Austin information, please. Hi, could I have the number to the desk of Professor Fina? Thanks.
You know, Vicky, maybe it's not such a good idea. You going all the way to Africa with Jessica recently widowed and pregnant and...
She's the one who's insisting that I go. She thinks she can deal with her loss better if she has to handle things on her own and if I'm not there hovering over her.
Well, you do have a tendency to hover.
Better hover than disappear completely.
Okay. Okay. I deserve that.
Jessie's very strong, you know, but she loved Nash so much. And to lose him like that, I don't think she's ever going to be the same again.
You'll make sure that detective gets this.
Oh, absolutely. You know what, Rocco? I bet you haven't been paid yet.
Oh, that's not a problem.
No.
I know Mrs. Davidson will take care of it.
Absolutely not. I insist. You were nice enough to come all the way down here, and you are going to be compensated for it. There you go.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
This is twice what the bill was.
Well, consider it a bonus, you know, for keeping this confidential. You know, if the person threatening my sister's life found out that we had this information, it might push them to do something desperate.
I understand. I'm sorry for your family's troubles.
Oh, thank you. Oh, Rocco.
Ma'am?
You wouldn't happen to know anybody in the construction business, would you? Or planning on adding another room?
I got a cousin who hauls concrete, but that's about it. I'll get back to you if I could think of anyone else.
Thanks. Don't think I'm giving up, Natalie. You're gonna pay.
Get out of my house.
Just wanted to save this woman a world of heartache.
Oh, that's crap. You're jealous.
Oh, now how could I be jealous of a desperate man trying to build a new life when he destroyed a perfectly good one that he had?
I see. So you're flouncing around in my living room in someone else's nightgown, and I'm desperate. Get out.
You know, Todd, you're gonna mess this up. Like you mess everything else up, and she's gonna find out just the man you really are.
You might as well take that nightgown, too. You've spoiled it now for a real woman.
Well, next time, ask the salesperson to help you if you're gonna look for a gift for a real woman. Maybe you get something a little sexier.
Everything's gonna be okay. I know.
I'm so sorry, Chris.
My brother's been through so much this year. If he loses Talia,
No. He'll get her back.
tell you what, I know how he feels. When I thought I was gonna come back here without you,
No, you didn't. I'm here. We're together. And we're gonna be together for a very long time.
So, aside from spending time with Sarah, what are you planning to do with your time while you're in Lambview?
Oh, the first thing I'm going to do is find David Vickers.
David Vickers? Tina, you're going to connect yourself to that fellow again? Don't.
No, not David Vickers, the man. David Vickers, my dog.
You named your dog David Vickers?
Yeah, I did. And Vicky, it was so much fun. I got to say, sit, David Vickers. Play dead, David Vickers. It was great. But I lost him last time I was here.
King will never know the difference.
Well, honey, I hope you're not going to spend all your time just looking for your dog and then leave without reconnecting with Sarah.
Oh, no, of course not. The most important thing to me is to try to get back some of that time I lost with Sarah.
Flight 1855 to New York, now boarding.
That's my flight. Will you still be here when I get back?
I hope so. I really did miss you.
I missed you too. Despite all the awful things that have happened between us over the years, you're still the only sister I have. sorry.
Well, sisters, look, like, this is my dog, and I want it back. All right, he's even wearing the nice little coat I bought for him.
Yes, it's awfully lumpy.
Does this look like the lost and found?
This dog is going to bring joy to an unfortunate soul.
Well, I am that soul. I mean, look, can't you tell how much he wants to be with me?
Not really.
Okay, I get it. How about if I make a very generous donation?
That's acceptable.
$5?
It's in euros. Probably worth at least $7.50 by now. Oh, sweetheart. Mommy's back. Oh, I am so very happy to have found you. Brace yourself, Landview. Tina is back.
Sweetheart. Build me a very strong one, please.
Getting a lot of requests for that tonight.
Well, it must be that kind of night.
You got an almanac back there?
I got a phone book.
Have either one of you heard of Hamburger Hill?
It was a major battle in Vietnam.
Vietnam. Thank you.
It wasn't 1986. It was 1968.
1968. Right. When I talked to Rex, he said something about 68 in Vietnam. Oh my God, I cannot believe I am saying this, but I think you could be right.
Well, you're right. This picture does look just like...
Delphina!
Yep.
Excuse me, are you, Rex Balsam? I'm Professor Delbert Fina.
Wow, you look so much like somebody we know.
Yes, I get that. A lot. You said it was urgent that I meet with you. Is there something I can help you with?
You may be the only person around here who doesn't think we're insane. See, my friend and I were struck by lightning a couple days ago, and that was in 2008.
2008? It's like a whole new millennium. I'm sorry, you're not laughing, you're serious. You are aware that the year is, yes, 1968.
Right.
So what you're saying is that you're time travelers.
That pretty much sums it up.
But we don't want to be.
Did the boys from MIT send you? Is this some sort of elaborate practical joke? Is something that...
You ever seen one of these?
Well, of course I have. No, I haven't. What? No. Oh. So you've pepped through the... Why? I've never actually met anyone who's been through the portal, and here I stand with two of you.
But you wrote a book about it. You're supposed to be some kind of time travel expert.
You don't have to have met a dinosaur to be an expert on them.
Oh, I hope that is your way of saying that you can help us get back home.
Why, yes, it is.
This was the first dollar they made together here.
You know, she's really lucky to have you and Antonio. I think she knows it.
We're the lucky ones to have her.
She's kind of the opposite of my mom. Don't get me wrong. I love my mom, but I've seen her all of, 2 weeks and 9 years, and it almost got me killed.
Your mom loves you. I saw that when she thought she lost you.
Really?
Yeah. Didn't you see the look on her face when I brought you onto that plane?
Yeah. Who knows? Maybe it isn't too late to teach an old dog new tricks.
I played that mechanic like a poker hand. Don't worry, sweetheart. I'm gonna find someone to build that room in the basement. And then your Auntie Natalie and Jared are gonna pay. And with your Grandma Vicky away, there'll be nobody to stop me. Especially not Jessica. Yeah, it hasn't been that long. I'm sorry to hear about your husband.
What do you think you're doing?
Oh, your Aunt Tina's moving in. And her little dog, too.
Keys?
I can explain.
You're fired. What?
What? I swear, she tried
Get
to
out
seduce
now,
me.
please.
Are you sure you want to do this?
What does that mean?
I know things about you.
Well, I know things about you too, don't I? Things that would put you away for a long time. You know, I think you're gonna keep your mouth shut.
Maybe. Maybe not.
The entire basis of time travel has to do with the concept of twin paradoxes. And something about the perfect universe
I don't care about any of this stuff. I only care about finding Rex. I can't believe I'm actually going to say these words. Can you get me back to 1968?
Can you get us back to 2008?
Well, I'll try. I'll try.
You're leaving a drug smuggler in my territory.
A dangerous mob alliance.
If you take any kind of hostile action, I will shut you down.
This week.
Jason Morgan has to be dealt with.
General Hospital.
The chance meeting for a little boy.